Oh, eight. Ooh, I love eight. That's the eternal infinity number. Feminine. Circular. Movement. Constant flow of the feminine, divine. Who with a very grounded, structured masculine is able to flourish into, and we have both energies within us. We have the feminine, we have that chaos even. It's an energy that is, it's not in control, the feminine. The feminine is a source. It's a fontana. If you can think of the waterfall, it's like the water that's just flowing over, and the masculine is like the rock. It holds, it contains this abundant, wild, expressive energy. So how beautiful to be able to access both energies within yourself. Obviously, as a woman, we want to really tune in to our femininity and celebrate it in a way that possibly hasn't been celebrated, because I feel like we went through the era of the 70s, which was an important one. Absolutely. Women really came together and decided, let's burn our bras, celebrating that tonight, and claim our power, our equality, our rights, which, yes, I think is, we've come so very far in that regard, but maybe we could go further. But something that I'm very passionate about is not just, hello Nick, welcome, talking about the feminine divine here on my channel, which is all things creative, and empowering. So I'm empowering our life force right now, because it is a time that is so very challenging. It is, it's looking pretty bleak in many ways, and I can feel how much we all can use the reinforcement of the innate power that is within us. It's that creative link we have, the divine codes of life itself, of nature. So it's really fun to be at home if we look at it that way, if we use this time to re-enter the space of the feminine, the space of the creativity, the curiosity, the playfulness, surrendering control and letting creativity, letting a synergy come together. Mother Nature definitely organizes herself without thinking too hard about it, right? There is an organizing principle in nature. I mean, the bees go to the flowers and they do their thing, and there is a flourishing that happens. And I feel like it's so important for us to connect to this right now, that, we are not the force that's making art. Our heart is beating on its own, right? We are taking in air, whether we like it or not. Isn't that something that we could connect with more? Maybe we could surrender to more. Just me saying this, my body is like, yes, I want to, I'm willing to. And there has to be a willingness in place, and that's the flexibility. Because if we're not going to be flexible, that's when we start to get the rigidity of the mind becomes rigidity of your body. It's the controlling aspect. And so bringing it back to what I opened up with is that the femininity, although women came together, and it's super important that we rallied around our equal rights, we may have lost connection to a deep power. Maybe we never really got it. I don't know. I don't know. I think there must have been a time in history where women were very deeply empowered in their femininity. But what I sense is that we have really been controlled. The feminine is like nature. It has been dominated and controlled and pretty much told how to express itself, what is okay, what is not, what is expected. All of these kinds of limitations that are pretty much shackles. They are shackles on a source of power that thrives in the uncontrollable. Hello, Mahan. Welcome, welcome. So the feminine nature is a source of creativity, of power, that I am so deeply honored to be called to be a mentor and guide for you. I will have a course coming in April that is going to be bringing us in to the very power of our inner, the empowered parts of our femininity that we have to claim, our inner queen, our high priestess, the aspects of the goddess herself, which makes life happen in a very synergistic, co-creative, deep in the subconscious realms, and is very aware of how much the darkness and the light are two sides that must be accessed. They must be both honored to be whole, to be in our creativity. So, on that note, little Bisou, I was going to read a little excerpt from my book. So I loved this chapter here. It's chapter 3, Go. In the Queen's Way, I wrote this book at the end of my travels when I was in the very exciting energy of chi. Yes! Oh, Bisou. As we come to the deep truths, we get to the deep source that we are all one. We are all one. And underneath that oneness is only one energy. And that one energy is love. So if we could learn to lean into love and trust, you should control the second mind. Yeah, the monkey mind. Yeah, exactly. Like, I mean, I love being like a little playful monkey, but monkey mind or lizard mind, very old mind that's just fearful and wants to keep everything in a very limited space, really ends up becoming something that goes against this very expansive soul, creative soul, that is here to expand, is here to experience, actually. So we are all seeking to experience a sense of deeper fulfillment that only can happen when we are willing to connect to our deep feminine creativity, sensuality, expression, care, trust. And when we're able to access a grounded, strong, protective, resilient will of the divine masculine, which is connected to his source, to your source, to God. So, we're being called to rise up in all aspects of ourself, both our feminine and our masculine, inner masculine, so that we can really be here as a full force, which we are, that's our birthright. That's what we are called to do, and more than ever right now. So, I have a course in April that is going to bring us through a transformation. We can get out of our over-analytical minds, our, dead weights that we've been lugging around for years, the how things need to be done, what we should be doing. These kind of paradigms are just going to be crumbling away, and you need to be in a space where you feel you're embodying your own inner gifts, your own innate gifts, your own feminine power, because you have one, It's creative and it's malleable. She will give you the access to all of your desires, and you deserve to have your desires be fulfilled, but not from this kind of egocentric, like, lackment thing that's always like insatiable. Yeah, we don't want to be insatiable. Like, you know, you want to feel fulfilled. And that's when your true values are being heard, first and foremost, from yourself. And you're able to fulfill on that because you have a purpose. You have a soul's purpose. Your purpose is inside of you. But sometimes we are so disconnected from our very self, it's really hard to hear the voice of that higher wisdom. So let me bring you some higher wisdom voice. Bisou, who did you hear? And then I'm gonna I have a call to make. You guys, if you're looking for one-on-one support, I am available via online. I'm definitely have a deal right now for everyone to make it available to everyone. So please DM me if you are interested in that. I would love to be here for you. And look for my course in April. This is from my book, which is available on my website, lisapetrucci.ca, The Queen's Way. And this is Act 3. Now that you have your crown open, your divine connection to the earth and sky, and are guided by your GHS, you are ready to make love, but not in the way that you think. Go is the giving step. Go is the act of feeling your emotions and guiding your own creation by making love to it through your heart. On your path towards manifesting your highest self, you will have to release negative emotions that come up, such as fear, scarcity, sadness, jealousy, anger. You know and be comforted by this absolute truth. On the road to your dreams, you will have to let parts of yourself go, die, transform in order to become the bigger you needed for the manifestation of your dreams. This is the purpose of our dreams. It's about who we become and not about getting this or that. Yes, this is from my book, which is on my website, lisapetrucci.ca. It's on Kindle. You can get it on Kindle. Start reading it, guys, because it's so full of like so many juicy things. Goddess guidance to the fulfillment of your destiny. The Queen's Way. Do you guys see that? This is like, it's all kind of, I've had this. Here, I'll just put it up a little bit closer. The Queen's Way, Goddess Guidance to the Fulfillment of Your Destiny by moi, Lisa Petrucci. So, as I was saying, where was I? It's not about, it's about who we become and not about getting this or that. Our dreams do realize themselves, however, as a consequence of whom we become. Our dreams serve the bigger purpose to know our deep connection to the creative divine. The great purpose of our dreams is to strengthen and deepen our awareness and knowingness of our Creator. To know and use the creative will of our divine Creator, to know we are one with this power, to share in the manifestation of this infinite holy light that manifests into infinite forms. To move into this higher consciousness, we must let the parts of ourselves that no longer serve the higher self die off. We must honor the emotions that come up simply by allowing ourselves to feel them. Simply by allowing ourselves to feel and face these emotions will let them release and transform. Sometimes the ego tries really hard to defend these parts, and so it may not be so easy. Remember, it's not about controlling our reality. It's not about even creating it. It is about choosing it. What we want already exists. We don't get to control our manifestation, nor our emotions. We don't need to control anything. Many of us carry around this fear that if we stop controlling, everything will fall apart. If we stop controlling, we will get hurt again. We must learn this crucial truth. Control does not protect us. It inhibits our Goddess Holy Spirit, which is a term I coined, from connecting to us. Control closes the doors to our true power and protection. Control is not a loving energy, it is a fearful one.